Hello everybody.
Hello.
And welcome back to my channel. And please do remember, if you do not like what we say, how we say it, or why we say it, then please do feel free to click off this video and go about the rest of your day in peace. And so I'm once again joined by my Pisces twin here for a special little video. We also did a version of this kind of reading over on her channel. So if you guys are curious to see that side of things, definitely go check out her channel, which will be linked down below. But the topic for this reading is going to be which fictional power couple best represents the dynamic between you and your soulmate? Kind of what energies do you embody, and how do people kind of view you guys as a couple? So we're gonna see.
And on my channel, it was the which divine couple.
Power couple. So if you guys want some more mythology based version of this reading, definitely go check out her video over on there that we did. And so we have 4 different piles here today. So for pile 1, we have the Goldstone Heart. For pile 2, we have Larmar. For pile 3, we have the Lemurian Quartz. And for pile 4, we have the Garnet. Please do keep in mind that this is still a general reading, and so not every card, not every message may resonate for you personally. And of course, if you're attracted to more than one pile, that is perfectly fine. And if none of the piles resonate, then, you know, it might just not be meant for you right now. So definitely do feel free to go check out another video, go check out my twins video, and see if maybe one of the piles there is more resonant. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and jump into these messages.
Yay.
For those of you who are attracted to pile 1, and please do remember, if you hear more than one voice, that's because I'm joined by my Pisces twin here. So we're going to go ahead and see which fictional couple best represents you guys. And so starting off, you guys have Chise and Elise from the Ancient Magnus Bride. So this is an anime. If you guys are not familiar with it, it's a really good one. I recommend the manga.
Is the new one coming out soon?
The second season? Yeah. I have no idea when they're supposed to do.
I
think they're doing a second season, but I have no idea when it's actually coming out yet. So, especially with these two representing the dynamic between you and your soulmate, it's there could definitely be an age difference between the two of you.
Yes.
And it can be almost in some ways where it's like this person starts off as your mentor.
Yeah.
As somebody who's like kind of showing you the ropes in something that is completely new. You could have definitely come from a kind of difficult background in some aspects. Both of you may have, where you were very challenged in your youth. You might have had family problems, any number of things. You definitely could have felt very much like an outcast your whole entire life. You may have even had like abilities that were out of the norm that made you like set you apart from everybody else, and kind of
people might have judged you for it as well.
Yeah, you could have definitely been kind of lonely in some aspects.
Or the black sheep of the family.
Mm-hmm. But with you guys together, it's very much, not only are they, like, they start off as a mentor for you, but you both learn greatly from each other. And it's like a whole new world opens up to you when you guys are together. There's all kinds of possibilities, and you finally feel accepted for all that you are. Your differences are not seen as flaws or, you know, something bad. And also,
it's unique.
Yeah, your uniqueness is definitely recognized. And the same goes for them too. You see, and you're not afraid of them or their aspects or whatever has been their experience as well, because they could have been very intimidating for other people, or again, they've been really misjudged throughout their life. So it's very much like two misfits coming together.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and see what else we got here. So for our tarot, we have the Moon.
Oh my gosh.
We have the Empress, and we have the Chariot. Holy shit.
Wow.
You got 3 major arcanas here.
Yeah, this is big stuff. Obviously, I'm feeling that you guys are very emotionally connected, but it's like, I feel like you finding each other was very divinely guided. And you guys coming together are very fertile, very lucrative. People think that you're very mysterious, but very beautiful. There's something very unique and very different about you. I think in the past, even though you guys might have been looked at as strange or weird or outcasts or whatever, now as a couple, it's like when people view you, they think you're really cool, very interesting, very unique. Something just very strong, very magical about you, and people can sense that.
And definitely, it's like a sense of coming home
Yes.
as well with each other. It's like you finally feel like you have a place that is home. And it definitely could be that, yeah, like, again, your more magical aspects and that side of yourself is definitely more appreciated with this person. And you have to, it's through this relationship, you're really learning how to trust your intuition.
Yes.
And your inner guidance. You may have even been connecting to this person through dreams in some aspects as well.
I feel like you guys like to travel a lot together, and you definitely are very victorious, and you're always striving for the next best thing. You're working hard on achieving goals, and you go after them and you get them. You're successful.
Oh my God, I can't believe. Wow.
Whoa. I saw that.
So next up here, we also have the moon with feelings.
Oh my
That's
God,
pretty crazy.
twice. You guys are very psychic and very intuitive and very empathic, and you can feel each other and just know each other's thoughts.
So instinct, nurturing, gut reactions, comfort, digestion, home, family, conditioning, habits, femininity, lineage, privacy, embodiment, emotions, sustenance, self-soothing, moods, and mother. And what's even more crazy here is the other one we have here is sun with being, which is essence, energy, self-awareness, life force, spirit, creativity, honor, masculinity, distinction, childishness, ego, individuality, solitude, expression, self-sufficiency, shine, heartbeat, and father. So you literally have
the counterparts. It's like Khaleesi and Khal Drogo. The sun to my moon, the moon to my sun kind of thing.
And it's like, even though they could be definitely potentially older than you, there's still like a childishness about them that you could find like endearing. And yeah, it's like through this relationship, it's like everything comes into balance finally. Because
it's a very heart-centered relationship as well, because I'm seeing that heart there. And of course we have the moon, which is all about feelings. And so, you guys are both very like heart chakra, heart-centered kind of people. And I feel like in the past you both have had your heart broken, like hardcore, not just like, by lovers, but by actual like family members and stuff like this have really let you down. But because of this, it's not like you let this destroy you. It only made you stronger. It only made the power of love become more evident within you, in your being. And also, you're just very compassionate beings.
I feel like also through this, through you guys together, you learn how to be more self-sufficient, as well as, finding that self-awareness about like who it is you truly are. Because I feel like sometimes maybe in the past you guys had a lot of confusion about where you stood and like, again, where your place in the world was. But again, through each other, you find where it is you belong.
Yeah.
So next up, we have trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. So again, through you guys' relationship, it's really about mutual trust and understanding.
And I feel like you guys know that you can trust one another completely. It's just like, it's just there. That you guys are the one person in each other's lives that you can really rely on and know that they will have your back at all times.
So we also have here Prince with the light attributes of romantic charm and potential for power. The shadow attributes are using power for self-aggrandizement.
Aggrandizement.
So obviously, this person is very romantic with how they approach you. There's definitely a lot of potential here in both of you and in your relationship for it to blossom into something extremely powerful, especially with the three major arcanas here as well. So it's like, I feel like you guys could really turn heads when you guys come together. You're more powerful together than you are apart.
Yes, most definitely.
We also have here, express love through gifts. A small token of love can convey great appreciation.
And this is card 19.
So this is going to definitely be like the main love language between you two.
Gift giving. Yes. So, a gift is evidence of your love and care for someone. Gifts do not need to be expensive. Showing someone your favorite place, sharing a special song, or writing a note of gratitude are ways of giving. Let someone know you care. Make the effort to know what is special about the people in your life. Show your appreciation for them through distinctive and meaningful gifts. Simple thoughtfulness is the best gift for anyone. Remembering a favorite food or a significant date can mean a lot to someone. This card depicts two mermaids. The male offers a pearl
Oh, wow.
to the female. Oh my God. Pearls are associated with protection and love and used as lucky charms for clearing blocks to abundance. A gift has more meaning when given from your heart.
Yep.
Right there. That's wild.
That's absolutely crazy. So we also have here the Grail Fairy, and there's the moon again.
You know what's
coming
crazy?
out.
Yeah, and look at this is all water. There's I thought there was water back there, but I guess it's a wall. But yeah, I mean, look at all the water imagery. I mean, when you have water signs too, you have Cancer and you have Pisces. You guys could even be Cancers and Pisces.
So with the Grail Fairy here, this is talking about fertility, the return of life, health, and life cycles. And you literally have the Empress coming out for you guys. So this is talking about womb able to bring forth and nurture new life, the feminine sacred magic of birthing forth babies, flow of feminine energy and moon cycles, blossoming birth, serenity, female beauty, the taking of sacred waters, the first and second phases of the triple goddess, maiden and mother. Every birth is a new life, a new chance. Princess of nature, mother as sacred, experience and the wisdom of our senses, coming back into the wonder and knowledge of your sacred body, merging of selves to create something new, acceptance and delight and love of emotion, babies, new life, flow after stasis, drink more pure water, waters of fertility, allowing healing tears to flow, red and white springs of Avalon, Lourdes, sacred wells, rivers, ponds, and bodies of water that are being watched over by Fae, and will assist you in becoming fertile, both literally and metaphorically again.
You said red and white. Look at what color.
Oh my
she's
God,
wearing.
yeah. So definitely, I feel like for you guys, it's like you're really learning through this relationship how to honor and embrace your feminine power as well. Because it could definitely be the case where maybe, again, in the past, that was something that was looked down upon, maybe by others around you. Like, maybe you were thought of like, oh, you're just a girl or something like that. Also...
Gonna have a baby.
Yeah, exactly. There's definitely...
I feel like you guys have kids in the cards here, definitely. I mean, there is a little cherub right there and looking up at the parents going, oh, they're so cute. I want to be like them someday.
So yeah, if you're looking to become extremely fertile, this is going to be a big part of what your guys' relationship is. And so for your animal here, we also have deer with love. Be gentle with yourself. You heal with the power of love. See the light in all things. Acknowledge your self-worth and grace. So there's obviously a lot of healing.
Isn't there antlers on his head too?
Yes.
So yes, that's what I thought. So gentleness, grace, beauty, healing, caring, love, shy, sensitive, swift, alert, cautious, and intuitive. Deer are watchful and wary. This vigilance helps them remain safe. Deer love a new path, adventure, and lots of variety. Just watch them nibble through a garden. They love to taste all of life. Deer people are refined, loving, and graceful. If deer is your totem, you instinctively know the benefits of plants and herbs. Plant knowledge along with gentle compassion is essential to your healing nature. You might sometimes feel victimized because others take advantage of your kindness and generosity. If this happens, retake control by invoking the energy of stag, which demands respect and sets strong territorial boundaries. Deer people naturally know who their enemies are and will artfully steer clear of them. If a deer person is your friend, pay attention to their intuitive advice. And we have all that moon. Yes, most definitely. Deer are hard to fool. Let the natural harmony of deer create a gentle peace for your world. Okay? Interesting stuff.
I definitely feel like you guys can like intuitively read each other very well. And then the other thing I see is like when other people view you, they view you as kind of magical and like very graceful and
doe-eyed. definitely. I think that also, you guys look very gentle and very, like I said, doe-eyed, very beautiful like this. But there's a ferocity behind that, though, if, you are crossed and pushed to your limits. I think you're pretty patient on the whole, but you have boundaries and limits. And if somebody crosses them, they're fucked. Okay. And as for the stag aspect of that, that's definitely the masculine side on there. I'm so feeling that they're very protective, very caring, very, watchful. And again, they will get fierce if somebody crosses their boundaries. So
yeah, exactly. So lastly here, we have surrender. With, at times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. And we have sexual union. With, honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul. And for there you will find true bliss.
And that is so totally this, because we have moon and sun, we have masculine, we have feminine.
And again, we had all that, messages of fertility and potential, birthing of
How
things.
Very perfect for Beltane.
Yeah, so it's definitely... Again, I feel like when it comes to, like, the sexual energy between you two, it's something very tender and loving. It's not something, like, I'm not getting, like, super aggressive passion necessarily.
No, it's so sweet and it's, like, very angelic-like. I mean, when I say
there's an innocence about it.
Yeah, I when I say angelic, I shouldn't use that word, though, because angels could be total badasses and way passionate.
Yeah.
Very. But it's more like... I don't even know how to say it. Like, I guess ethereal. I guess, I don't know. It's just so gentle and, like, so high vibrational. I guess you could say.
There's, like, I feel like there's almost like a strong sense with the both of you of, like, that inner child.
And the tenderness. There's a total tenderness there. It's such a smooth, like, it sounds like, I'm just going to say angels again, like angels singing. It's like I just hear some beautiful angelic music, like when you guys look at each other. Like I'm actually hearing that in my ears right now. It's freaking wild.
So I think that is everything we are seeing here for this particular pile. So if you guys enjoyed this, definitely do drop a like, turn on the bell notification so you never miss when I'm uploading next. And again, definitely go check out my twins video that we did over on her channel for an additional, side of this message and see what your divine power couple might be as well. And we thank you both so much for joining us. All of the Patreon links and additional links will be down in the description as well. And we will see you in the next one.
Bye-bye.
All right, for those that chose pile 2, please do remember if you hear more than one voice, that's because I'm joined by my Piscean twin.
Hi.
And so you guys chose the Larmar piece here, so we're going to go ahead and see who your fictional power couple is. And what we got here is Percy and Aminabeth from the Percy Jackson series. And so definitely with you, this being the one that you guys selected here, it could definitely be that you guys started off, like when it comes to your relationship, for some of you, it could definitely be like this started off as a friendship for a lot of you. And then as you aged, you guys became a lot closer. You guys have definitely been through a lot of fucking stuff together, or you will be going through a lot of different things. And it's definitely the case where one of you is more kind of laid back and spontaneous, while the other one is definitely the planner, more intellectual, could definitely have their nose in a book a lot of the times. So kind of like in some ways opposites attract each other. It could also definitely be that you guys didn't even, or one of you didn't even realize that the other liked the other until much later on, until the other one made the first move. So definitely in this particular relationship for you guys, one of you is going to be making the first move and making it very clear.
Her that makes the first
yes.
move? Okay, so
yes.
And I've got to say this. From my experience and just talking to people who are couples who have been married for a while and stuff, it's really interesting because a lot of them where the woman made the first move on the man originally, they're still married and their relationship is still going strong and very romantic and there's a lot of chemistry still there, which I find really fascinating. So that could be definitely the case for you guys.
And it's definitely the case with this particular couple that you, for it representing you guys could definitely be with your soulmate, like it's ride or die kind of energy, because literally these two would fall into the pit of Tartarus for each other, because they literally do. And, again, withstand any battle, and also make kind of the ultimate sacrifices for each other in the sense of like protection. Like, you guys are both going to be very protective of each other, and just naturally know how to balance the other in each other's strengths and weaknesses. And yeah. So let's go ahead and see what else we can have here.
So it's a very slow burn.
Yeah, this is definitely the slow burn relationship. Well, one of the slow burn relationships. So we have the Empress coming out for you guys. We also have the 5 of Wands, and we have the 10 of Coins. So definitely for you guys,
you're a very stimulating couple, and everybody thinks that. You always have different, you can always come up with new points of points of view and a different perspective, especially like if you're with your family and you're having a conversation. I feel like that you guys are the ones that definitely think outside the box, and you point certain things out to people that they might miss. Most definitely. I feel like
you both are really good at handling challenges together. And
also debates. Mm-hmm. You guys just know how to work it that way. And you are very good at settling fights and disputes. And, you can jump in the middle of something like this and calm everyone down really well. And they totally listen to you and respect you in that way. I feel like both of you could definitely come from bigger families, or at least one of you definitely does. And you want a family with lots of kids.
Yeah, you guys are definitely meant to, again, go the long haul with each other. And I could definitely, the large family definitely makes a lot of sense, especially with this representing you guys, because I will say, if you're not familiar with this series, they are demigods, so one of their parents is a godly parent, which means they have a lot of technically extended family, so to speak. So let's see what else we have here.
Powerful, affluent family at that,
So we also have here Saturn with wisdom. So discipline, structure, time, responsibility, tests, ambition, difficulty, restraint, grounding, practicality, self-control, tradition, realism, container, bones, maturity, gravity, scaffolding.
And that is totally this right here. I'm just totally feeling the tradition and stuff. And it's like, Saturn, he's, total large and in charge, head of the family, like one of the OG people, and look what we have going on in this card right here, most definitely. So, yeah.
And it could definitely be that there's a lot when it comes to your guys' relationship where you guys matured together.
Yeah.
We also have semi-sextile with allowing. So this is encourages, sees the potential in, clarifies, gives hope to, compensates, intuits, tempers, responds, cycles, grows, realizes, rewards. I also feel like you guys together, you're very good at like creating a team. Again, whether it's like an actual literal family, or again, like your friend groups or work colleagues, you guys know how to, again, bring together a large group of people. And you also know how to like lead, you can lead very well as well. So we also have here the 8th house with intimacy. So investments, intensity, contracts, sex, erotic capital, secrets, mysteries, obsessions, inheritance, kundalini energy, stalking the underworld.
Inheritance, other people's money, that's very much like family money and things like that. That's very much the 10 of Pentacles there. And I mean, obviously you guys have a real intense sex life,
because that slow burn.
Yeah, exactly.
It leads up to that.
You've awakened each other's Kundalini energy. I feel like that there is a total, like, you guys can get really kinky and really dark with it in the bedroom. I feel, I feel like you kind of are obsessed with one another, most definitely. People find you very mysterious, almost erotic as a couple, like, especially when you're, like around like certain friend groups and stuff, like they can very clearly pick it up because the way you move, the way you touch each other around, and the way you look at each other. I mean, look at how, like in that picture and stuff. It's just like, you guys are kind of obsessed. And yes, it does get very erotic when you guys are alone together.
So, interesting enough, we got Lover coming out with great passion and devotion, unbridled appreciation of someone or something. The shadow attributes are obsessive passion that harms others, self-destructive devotion.
This is interesting because, you know, I think those 2 cards came out in one of the groups.
Yeah, that we did over on my twins channel as well. There's definitely some repeat cards coming up, so that's kind of interesting. But obviously, there is great passion and devotion between the two of you.
Oh, yeah.
And this is really wild because we have new love with a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. And then we have new love.
Oh my God.
Embrace an opportunity for love in your work prospects or for spiritual growth.
And that's card 26. Mm-hmm. Lucky number 26. That's my birthday. So, everything has a season. Get ready as someone special is now in your life. If you are in a relationship, there's a burst of fresh energy coming into your partnership. This could also mean fresh enthusiasm in a place of employment or a wonderful opportunity that is coming your way. And, you know, 10 of Pentacles there, hello. You may feel like you are in a rut. You may have closed your heart to possibilities or opportunities and feel that there's nothing new or adventurous out there for you. The most wonderful promise is that each day comes as a new beginning. Put the past behind you and look forward to the energy that is coming into your life. Find ways to change up your routine. Look around you and engage with those you meet with an open mind and spirit. Try to learn something new about the people in your life. Enhance your chances of making new connections by engaging with positive people you already know. Initiate interactions and social gatherings. You never know where it might lead. Shooting stars falling into the hands of a whimsical young fairy. Stars can symbolize ideals, success, good fortune, luck, destiny, and achievement. Falling stars are about making a wish or setting an intention around something you want to bring into your life. This may be a reminder of a time when you welcomed new things into your life. You can remember the excitement you felt when you were venturing into something new. Or can you remember the excitement you felt when you were venturing into something new? So, yeah. So this is like, it's like, I feel like you guys are always, it always feels fresh. It always feels new. It's never a dull moment. You guys don't feel stagnant ever. It's like there's always some new adventure right around the corner, and it stimulates. And I feel like you guys are very think outside the box in the bedroom too. So it's definitely one of those kind of situations where it's like, you're so not vanilla, okay, when it comes to that. And it's always, I feel like there's a level of spontaneity. Yeah. Isn't that guy spontaneous? So.
Yes, he definitely have his spontaneous moments and hatch some interesting plans right when it's needed. Because again, they both have a talent for that. While for Annabeth, it's more about planning like in a more traditional sense of like the book smarts. His planning is definitely based off experience and just kind of going with instinct. So that's also the balance of you guys together. While one of you is more about just going off instinct and that spontaneous, the other one is more kind of calculated and that book smarts, which helps to freshen things up between the both of you. You both keep each other on your toes because it's like you push each other to think outside of the box and in different ways. And it's interesting because the next card we have here is Healing Chaos. Oh my God. So this is about when you receive this card, it acknowledges potential chaos or the need for chaos as an activator for profound healing. If your life seems chaotic, know that it has an underlying energy of healing. You are being healed on all levels. You are a healer. Alternatively, if your life is calm to the point of being stagnant, this card suggests that it might be time to create a bit of chaos in your life. It will activate healing. Do the unexpected. Mix life up a bit. So yeah, for you guys in your relationship, it's never like if things feel stagnant, that you guys need to like push to do something kind of outside, go on an adventure. For you guys, definitely taking and challenging each other to go and do things that are outside of your comfort zone is always going to be important. Again, you guys might be very interested in anything that's like outdoor or sportsy as well. Very active in that way. So for your animal, we have sea turtle with protection. That's kind of funny. You are a master of finding life's flow. Be in harmony with the rhythm and your path will unfold. Persevere and you'll succeed. You have everything you need to be protected and happy.
So with this one, it says success, contentment, achievement, perseverance, protection, survival, longevity, good luck, heightened senses, patience, enjoy life. Sea turtle is the medicine for success in all ventures if we create the will to persevere. Slow but sure wins the race, or if at first you don't succeed, try again, are just some of Turtle's mottos. Turtles carry their protection and home with them. They teach us to be self-reliant and to grow a thick shell for ultimate survival. Sea turtle people love the water and will travel to the most beautiful beaches in the world. They follow their own guidance to take them to their best outcome. They do not need a lot to be happy and can teach you the art of being at home wherever you happen to be. Contentment is another word for the turtle medicine. It is the product of patience combined with lack of worry. Turtles are not afraid to be alone. They know how to let things go. They do not regret, have no need to impress, and never complain. Turtle asks you to acknowledge your best environment, and if you find yourself out of your element, look for better land or seascape. If turtle is your totem, you will understand the art of happy living because you know what to take with you and what to leave behind. You will live a long, contented life if you follow the guidance of your totem to go with the flow and never give up. That's so cool.
That makes so much sense. I think it's really funny because it's bringing up the beach and the ocean, considering this particular character is the son of Poseidon.
Oh my god,
so,
no way.
In fact, her nickname for him is Seaweed Brain. So that's kind of funny as well. So clearly, I mean, it could literally be that for some of you, your soulmate comes from somewhere and like near the ocean, or maybe you already live there,
or an island.
But also it's like, yeah, I feel like you guys can make home wherever you are as well together, and no matter what kind of challenges come up, you guys can always find a way to overcome them. So we also have transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. And we have friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. Again, I feel like strongly for you guys who picked this pile, your relationship with your soulmate starts off as a friendship.
Most definitely.
And again, it might be kind of that slow burn where it takes time, but then like the realization kicks in, and it's like there's nobody else that you would choose to be by your side, especially when you are faced with a challenge. Like, this is, again, like the ride or die relationship where it's like that person will always have your back in any tight spot.
Nice.
So with that, I think that is everything we're seeing here for this particular pile. So if this resonated, please do leave a like. Make sure to turn on that bell notification so you never miss when I upload another video. And again, if you're curious to see what your divine power couple might be, definitely go check out the video we did over on my twins channel. All that will be linked down below, as well as my Patreon, where we do the Pisces Twin podcast, as well as monthly pick-a-cards and all kinds of other fun content,
which we just posted. It's up on hers and as well as mine, but on hers, go check it out. It is the collective tarot reading for May. So
definitely hop on there if you want to see that collective reading. So
that's it.
With that, we will see you in the next one.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, for those of you who picked pile 3 here, and please do remember, if you hear more than one voice, that's because I'm joined by my Pisces twin.
Hello.
So for those of you who picked the Lemurian quartz, we're going to go ahead and jump into your reading and see who your fictional power couple is. And for you guys, you got Inuyasha and Kagome. So this is from the anime Inuyasha, if you're not familiar. So definitely with them representing you guys as your power couple here, this is definitely, there could definitely be a great difference between the two of you. Like, one of you could literally come from a completely different background than the other, and maybe even like a foreign country in some cases. There's definitely, your relationship could definitely start very, you guys are going to always kind of butt heads, but when your relationship starts, it could be almost like you're more like frenemies than necessarily like really into each other at first. It's more so kind of like you dislike each other, but eventually that kind of like dislike turns into obviously something much more.
Because there's a fine line between love and hate.
It could definitely be that the feminine in this case is more dominant in the relationship, even though the masculine might, try to argue with it. They secretly like it. It's their fetish.
Nice.
But you guys are definitely, you like adventure, you like challenges, and one of you could definitely be very sarcastic. The only word of caution I'll give this particular group is that there could definitely be exes that might try to like come around, especially at the early stages of your relationship, to try to mess with things, but it's never gonna work out because you guys are literally destined for each other. And this is a relationship that is meant to go like the long haul. So let's go ahead and look at your tarot as well. So we have the 8 of Cups. We have the 9 of Wands.
8, 9.
And we have the 6 of Swords. A lot about movement.
It's funny, we're talking about different culture, and 6 of Swords can literally indicate travel over bodies of water. But obviously you guys pursue, like, as a couple, you pursue your dreams. You're not afraid. You don't give up. You persevere. You go the long haul, okay? And you are very devoted to each other in this way that you do not give up. You will do whatever it takes to persevere and, like, get through rough times together. You definitely stand strong as one, like as a couple.
Yeah,
sure.
Perseverance is a big thing.
Yeah.
With this relationship for sure.
And you know how to like get out of shitty, sticky situations really easily, I feel.
And yeah, it definitely, and you guys know when to move away from a situation when it's no longer serving you as well.
Exactly. Look at that. I mean, seriously.
So we also have here for you guys the numinous with mystery, the unknown, the unknowable, ESP, psychic abilities, the cosmos, universal truth, oneness, source, the unnameable, shadow work, inner knowing, tingling, ghosts, other worlds, space, enigmas, the occult, and intuition.
So you guys are probably totally into this kind of stuff. And I have to mention, it's like, the unknowable, ESP, psychic abilities. With the 8 of Cups, this can also talk about following a spiritual path, like a new one in particular. And so I feel like you guys are always like digging deeper and searching for those truths. And you want to know, you want to learn more about like psychic abilities, the cosmos, the universal truths, you want to get in touch and tap into that source. You're not afraid to do shadow work. I feel like people totally look at you guys and think, kind of like that you're a bit of an enigma. There's just something very different about you. Sometimes I think a lot of people will probably come to you guys to ask for advice because you just know the unknowable. You have abilities to tap into those Akashic records, tap into your guides, and it's just like you just know shit.
Yeah, it could even be literal, like one of you or both of you are able to even like astral project or cross into literal other worlds.
Yeah.
Or again, you can remember past lives. Something about that is definitely, that connection to the past is a big thing. It could even be that for some of you, this relationship is like one that you've had in past lives as well.
Wait, which crystal did you use for this?
Lemurian quartz.
Holy shit, that's Lemurian quartz right there.
Yep. Wow.
Oh my God.
We also have Jupiter with expansion. So enthusiasm, optimism, generosity, benevolence, beliefs, luck, seeking, travel, positivity, lectures, foreign cultures, teaching, pilgrimage, chance, expansion, leaping, exploration, and potential.
I feel like you guys go on like spiritual pilgrimage, on a regular basis. This is something that you do, and, to expand your horizons. Because again, you're seeking those truths. And, I just feel like you find specific cultures, like you want to explore like all the mystical spots on Earth together or something like this. You probably love studying foreign languages together as well. I wouldn't be surprised if you both were, or at least one of you was very multilingual, with higher education as well. But travel is something that you guys really are passionate about and you love to do.
Yeah, like the experience that you get from that.
Because it is a spiritual experience for you when you do this.
So we also have here passion. So allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So clearly this is also, there's going to be a lot of passion in your guys' relationship as well. And it could definitely kind of like similar to the last pile in the sense like there could be a slow burn when it comes to your particular passion. But unlike the last group with you guys, it's definitely a little bit more fiery in that sense. Where again, you guys could literally get passionate in the sense where you guys will butt heads.
Yeah.
You will have like heated philosophical debates with each other, and you will challenge each other in your beliefs and your ideas, and it's like challenging each other to see from different perspectives for sure. So
getting outside that comfort zone.
We also have here hermit with life attributes of seek solitude to focus intently on inner life, serves personal creativity. The shadow attributes of withdraws from society out of fear or negative judgments of others, refusing to help those in need. That could have been definitely something you guys have struggled with maybe before you guys meet each other or get together, where it's like you maybe had a fear of kind of showing that you had either abilities or that you were interested in the occult or the spiritual practices because of other people's judgment. And that's something that you guys kind of are able to relate to each other on.
The Hermit card in tarot, of course, is spiritual, searching for spiritual truths. It is a very spiritual card in nature, going within to learn about yourself and things like this. It also could indicate a slow burn in a relationship.
Yeah. Again. So next up, we also have do something for someone. Give your attention to another.
So with this card, it says, when you do something kind for someone, you create an opportunity for your relationship to be re-energized. How can you be considerate towards someone today? Insignificant things can have a big impact. Imagine how amazing your life will be when you are consistently doing kind and loving things for others. Do something for someone. It does not need to be someone you are close to or that you see every day. You might choose to do something for someone you don't even know. Just choose someone and do something nice for them. There are so many ways to act with kindness. Open a door for someone who has their arms full. Greet someone you see. Never underestimate the power of a smile or a positive attitude. Put extra change in a parking meter. It doesn't take much to change someone's day, and that is true. It really is. Nature's child lovingly pets a rabbit while other animals gather around. Rabbits are a signifier of compassion. They remind you to look inside for the tools you already have. The deer is here to emphasize limitless kindness. Take a moment to consider how wonderful it is to give to someone. Brightening someone's day is a wonderful experience.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, you guys are definitely on a spiritual journey with each other.
Oh,
hardcore, because
absolutely.
that's just like the biggest thing that's coming up here. So next up, we have change.
Wow.
So with this, it says, the lady pictured on this card looks threatening, but in actual fact, she is not. She holds a dagger in her hand, and this is ready to sever her emotional ties with an outmoded way of thinking or pattern that no longer serves her. Freeing herself from these negative ties clears the way for a positive new beginning. The same goes for you. You must let go of the old thought patterns and beliefs that are preventing you from experiencing greater joy and success. What you gain will be more prosperous and inspiring. What you gain will be a more prosperous and inspiring future. Changing your thought patterns and behavior is not easy and will take patience and conscious effort, but it will be well worth your while. Be aware and open to new possibilities. Let go and trust in the natural cycle of change that is occurring. What you surrender will be replaced by something far better. You may feel a little unsettled over the coming days, but this will soon pass and all moves forward with ease. This card is a blessing. This change has the power to transform you. Embrace this most positive time with the knowing that you are making way for something new. So obviously through this relationship for you guys, you're going to go through a lot of changes. You're going to go through a lot of growth because it's like every step on your journey together and individually that you guys are going through, when it comes to your spiritual growth is going to change you as a person and together, because you're going to learn more through the experiences that you have, and also I feel like by looking through each other's eyes at the world and getting that different perspective. So for your animal, we have bison with abundance. Sacred buffalo, cloak me in your wisdom. Keep me warm through the storms of life. Fill my life with goodness. Teach me the way of gratitude and prayer.
And this is appropriate for this, since it's all, spirituality, ESP, the occult, all that kind of stuff. We have indomitable spirit, endurance, survival, strength, abundance, virility, prosperity, and prayer. The North American bison, often called buffalo, was the ruler of the American plains. Bison represented the abundant life, the will to survive, and the ability to adapt. Native Americans relied on them for the blessings of ample food, shelter, and warmth. They considered all bison sacred. If bison comes to you, it signifies that you are walking in harmony with Mother Earth. Call upon buffalo for guidance, and you will feel a great force rising within you. You can align with a surge from nature that will empower you. The white buffalo was most sacred of all. She brought the peace pipe and visible prayer to the people. If you are a bison person, you will feel called to connect to the Great Spirit in prayer. From this deeper place, all blessings and gifts will flow. Bison invites you to discover your own sacred way, create your own ceremonies, and write your own prayers. The great mystery is right beside you. Just open the door and walk through. White buffalo is waiting. And that is a total... it was like an omen,
Yeah.
To see a white animal in general is, is definitely, I know, right? It's definitely a message, okay? And it's definitely it's an omen, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. God, brain fart.
It usually represents that great change is on the way.
Yes, it does. It really does.
So finally, we have healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. And we have trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform.
Wow.
So obviously in your relationship, you both are going to heal each other a lot through this relationship. Because again, you are going through spiritual transformations. And also, it's like...
It's a very powerful, relationship, for sure. It's
divine in nature.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, it's meant to happen for a reason.
Again, because you both are meant to do something that I feel like is going to...
help others.
Yeah.
Heal others,
Especially working together in that sense.
Yes. And you're going to be doing something for the people, for sure.
So I think that is everything we're seeing here for this particular pile. So if this resonated, please do leave a like, comment down below, and make sure you turn on that bell notification so you never miss when I upload another video. And again, if you want to see about which divine power couple might be resonating for you guys, definitely go check out the video we did over on my twins channel.
Yes.
And all the other links to Patreon and social media will also be in the description. So without further ado, we will see you in the next one.
Bye-bye.
All right, for those that picked the fourth and final pile, if you hear more than one voice, that's because I'm joined by my Pisces twin.
Hello.
And so for you guys who chose the garnet, we're going to go ahead and see who your fictional power couple is. And for you guys, it is Ciarra and Reese from a Corathon Roses series.
I fucking love him.
They are fabulous, and they are definitely the definition of a power couple.
Oh,
so,
fuck yeah, they are.
For you guys, this is definitely like divine counterparts completely.
But it doesn't start off all peachy keen and roses and sunshine. Not at all.
There could definitely be like, you could definitely meet each other at a time period where you are going through a massive tower moment, so to speak. And it could even be that you are romantically involved with somebody else.
Somebody they know.
Mm-hmm, and it's like that relationship, it just isn't what it was anymore. So it's like, because you've transformed into a different person at that point. So it's time to kind of release that and recognize that some relationships that maybe at the beginning you thought were like, oh, this is going to be forever, just isn't the case. And you kind of realize that there's something more that you need. And it could definitely be that a lot of people have a certain opinion about your counterpart, where it's like they may think that they're super scary or, you know, intimidating or whatever it may be. But really, it's like there's a whole nother side of them that you don't even realize until you get involved with them.
A very vulnerable side.
And also, not only is this about finding your soulmate, but this is also about finding your soul family as well, and coming together with all of them.
Absolutely.
So let's go ahead and see what we have for the tarot here. So we have the Emperor,
which is totally who he is.
We also have the Knight of Wands. And we have the Knight of Swords.
It's Az and Cassian.
Oh my god, it fucking is. It's so
it's
fucking
the three
is.
of them.
It really fucking is.
Oh my god.
Because that's so like Cassian.
Yes, and that's Az. Yes, with the freaking truth teller or whatever.
Yeah. That is crazy. Like, yeah, so not only are you guys like warriors, you're also extremely powerful with each other.
I think I've actually seen people trying to guess, or I can't remember if it's actually his birthday or whatever, claiming that he is an Aries. And this is the Emperor.
I have not seen that.
I have.
But, maybe. But regardless, obviously, it's like you guys together are definitely, you're very direct. And when you have your mindset on a goal, you guys know how to achieve it together. You know how to delegate authority and power. And again, you have your soul tribe behind you to do so.
And if you face opposition, you fight hard, and you will fight to the death if need be, you know, for each other. I mean, you don't fuck around when it comes to that.
So we also have here...
Very appropriate.
Yeah, 10th house with reputation. Career, responsibilities, achievement, competence, fame, notoriety, standing, authority figures, legacy, purpose, pinnacle, the patriarchy, and empire. You definitely find your purpose when you come together with your divine half.
They definitely have an empire as well.
We got Aquarius, the innovator. Experimental, rational, unique, liberal, just went out. Electric, group-oriented, humanitarian, free, radical, eccentric, diverse, futuristic, utopian, idiosyncratic. I didn't say that. Yeah, I know. I didn't say that right. Disruptive, edgy, detached. So, yeah, you guys are also very much about thinking outside the box. You're very concerned with the state of, like, others.
Yes.
Like, especially because, again, I feel like not only is like your person in a position of power where, again, they're probably doing a lot in regards to kind of managing other people, and you step into that same role as well. So, and you're both very concerned with that, and you both gain quite a reputation and sense of notoriety.
It's like you're creating together your own utopia.
Mm-hmm. We also have here past life relationship. You have known each other before. So again, there's a very strong magnetic pull for the two of you. That's undeniable. And again, it stems from the fact that you guys have past life karmic connection. We also have here the mediator, with attributes of gift for negotiating fairness and strategy in personal and professional life, respect for both sides of an argument. The shadow attributes are negotiating with an ulterior motive or hidden agenda, either personally or professionally.
There's kind of both of them.
Yeah, it does kind of both go, especially in the case of this story.
Yeah.
Very much. And
oh my god, that's so funny.
Wow.
Wait, what's her name?
Armin?
Yeah.
Something like that. It kind of, that's kind of how I picture how she looks in some ways.
Yeah.
But anyway, so clearly you guys are very good in, like, together negotiating things. You're very strategic. You know how to strike. And you guys...
you guys are humanitarian, and you know how to rule your empire correctly, and people have much respect for you because of it.
Exactly. So, oh my god, wow. And look what we got here. True love. This love is once in a lifetime.
And it is.
No shit.
You've had it before, but it only comes into fruition where you guys are actually lovers in lives. I feel like you guys have, like, an eternal connection, the two of you together, okay? And every life that you've incarnated doesn't mean that you guys are lovers. It means you could have been in a relationship like parent and sibling, or parent and a child, siblings. You could be a student and teacher, things like this. But in this lifetime, definitely you are incarnated as lovers, and it's very powerful and very strong. This is when you're at your strongest, okay? So it says this relationship is part of your life's plan. Unconditional love is easier said than done. Remember the love aspect of your partnership. If it is a true relationship, the connection will be almost perfectly balanced. Maintaining the love in a relationship takes more than good intentions. Positive intentions are a solid first step, but it is better to learn how to nurture your relationship each day. This is vital to staying connected and growing your love into a strong bond. Be open to love when it shows up in your life. Be authentic and avoid changing yourself to mirror your potential partner. Make sure you are voicing your values. True love is elusive and rare. Look for someone who meets your emotional, spiritual, and physical needs. The young lover's eventual kiss might be portraying a true love kiss. The sparrow on the left may indicate elevated thoughts and standards. The sparrow encourages you to keep your heart light on and release heavier energy. The child next to the sparrow represents childlike ideology and is a message to enjoy the moments as they present themselves. The pair of unicorns at the head of the partner on the right evokes the magical energy surrounding the relationship you aspire to achieve. So they are like your fucking unicorn, okay?
Mm-hmm, for sure. And so next up, we have discipline with training, consistency, and practice. So I'm going to read all the different aspects of this card, the blessing, the curse, because that could be the aspect that you need to work on, and working with this energy. So the blessing, you have the ability to create a program of change and stick to it. And after a period of time, it will transform from painful to pleasurable. The freedom and strength it affords you far outweigh the pain you experience in the short term. So the curse is self-doubt could compromise the potential you now have. Do not allow this. This challenge you face will go beyond what is easy and pleasant to do, and yet it will bring you all that you wish for and the strength of character you sometimes have doubted you have. So again, something you might have struggled with is self-doubt, and through each other, you learn how to trust yourself more. Because again, they deeply believe in you and your potential and your ability. And they give you the space and the opportunity to flourish and show your strength.
You know what's interesting is look at that's a guitar and stuff, but look at
musician.
Yeah, seriously. So some of you definitely could be very talented musicians, or they are, and you both could be. And so they believe in you. They're trying to get you to perfect your craft and encourage you, because maybe you're a little bit harsh on yourself or down on yourself.
Mm-hmm. So working with this energy, it's time to lay a plan down, to create structure, and to stick to commitments. You must clear doubt, and into the space its absence creates poor action. Pure action, I think is what they meant there. So obviously, it's like, put some action to your convictions and just go for it. Believe in yourself and do it. Because again, you have 2 knights coming out and you have the emperor. So it's like that there's no hesitation there. There is complete trust and surety in your ability and just going for the goal. That is what is super beneficial for you. And also what strengthens your relationship is by trusting in each other and just going for it. So for your animal here, you guys got a really special one in the white stag with the protector.
Wow. Perfect.
You are an old soul. Your best friend is nature. Use your intuition to take you where you want to go. Awaken to the powerful force within. You are meant to create blessings with your magic.
Nobility, transition, spirit journey, change, king of the forest, dreams, foreknowing, leadership, romance, vitality, solitude, protection, purity, masculine, and luck. The white stag is revered in many myths and cultures. To the Celts, the majestic white stag was the one who moved between the worlds. To Christians, stag represented Christ and the miracle of rebirth and renewal. To some, stag was fertility and abundance. White stag is often compared to the sacred white buffalo for its connection to the Great Spirit. That's kind of weird, huh, Ciarra? Because I actually, it came up in a group. So it is usually agreed that if white stag appears to you in dreams, meditations, or the physical world, it is powerful medicine. Stag as totem belongs to old souls. Stag people sense that they have been down this earth road before.
There you go.
Right there, you guys. Past life connection. Yes, okay. If white stag is your totem, you will feel intimately linked to nature and need its solace. You are a natural leader and will feel the need to guide and protect the vast magic of the woodland and those who dwell there. That is so Reese. And I have to say, it's kind of weird because we have the emperor there and it's talking about leaders, and caring and stuff like that. So white stag people are connected to nature spirits and feel their presence. You are intuitive and can often sense the future. Your crown of horns, like branches from a tree reaching upward, grows ever higher in a quest for spiritual knowing. If stag is your medicine, you have more blessings than you know, more knowledge than you imagine, and more magic than you ever believed.
Wow. That's crazy. And then lastly, we have embrace. Through each other, you find the missing
That's so
pieces.
Perfect. Yes.
And then we have, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love.
That's crazy. That came up in one of my groups over on my channel in the Divine Power Couple video we did together.
So, clearly, you guys are, again, that old soul. You've been here more than once. And again, you carry those memories with you. You continue to carry on those memories, and you're meant to make them again.
I think if you did past life regressions, you would be very surprised at what came up.
Yeah.
And I think it would help to heal anything that, also deal with any self-doubt and stuff. I think you're definitely going to know who your person is if you did that. So
for sure. So with that, I think that's everything that we're seeing here in this pile. So if this resonated, please do leave a like, comment down below. Make sure you turn on that bell notification so you do not miss any future uploads. And of course, if you want to see the Divine Power Couple side of this reading, definitely go check out the video we did over on my twins channel. That will be linked down below, as well as my Patreon and other social media. So thank you all so much, and we will see you in the next one.
Bye-bye.